Cause folks be so desperate for attention sometimes, go to saying stuff that's just out of pocket, bro.
Cause I slow on with psycho, he know what time it is.
Did fam really just tell on himself like that?
Don't go reaching for no chain. My little homie clutching a ride, ready to blow your.
Clock in, clock in. Black Goddess just walked in.
Yeah. He already dead, there ain't no need to check his vitals, bitch. He already dead, there ain't no need to check his vitals. Yeah, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. Let go, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. Yeah, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. Let go, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. He dead.
Team Black gotta stand up, man. Yo, right now we finna get to another one of these videos of rap lyrics that actually happened. This one is Florida rap lyrics that actually happened. So I'm guessing we're gonna see people like Yungeen, Foolio, Kodak, you feel what I'm saying, and etc. on this one. And I'm gonna call Cap on the play for a couple of these, cause bro who be doing these videos, like bro be tripping sometimes too. Like bro be having his little information a little bit off, bro. But with that being said, let's get into this video.
These are Florida rap lyrics that really happened. And let's start with a bar from Foolio's Beatbox remix, cause he says, Corbin got kidnapped. They found his bones. He was rotten. Corbin Johnson was an 18-year-old associated with the Jump Out gang from East Jacksonville. Corbin was reported missing by his family on June 11th, 2018. And on the last day Corbin was seen, he was out applying for jobs with the help of his dad. Eventually, his father dropped him off at an Amazon warehouse, but he'd never see his son again. The following day, his dad sent Corbin a couple texts and called his phone, but he couldn't get an answer. After 48 hours passed, the family filed a missing person report, but the police didn't have much info to go off of. Then, exactly a whole year later, on July 11th, 2019, a man clearing a field on a tractor found humans wrapped in a bag. Police instantly determined that the bones belonged to Corbin, and it was ruled. It's reported that his murder was retaliation over a drug deal that went wrong, because Corbin was allegedly by a girl he knew and was stopped by a rival crew. They then held him for ransom over the drug debt, and when his partners refused to pay what was owed, they hid his body far off in the woods. There wasn't much evidence to go off of after his body was discovered, so no one was ever arrested for them. Foolio even went live on IG and made fun of Corbin for getting napped after he dropped the diss song.
Man, got this kid, like real deal, lost and found type. Like, they found this man on, bro. I ain't even just saying this.
Bro, I never understood why Foolio kept bringing this situation up. Like, one of your partners didn't put in some work or something like that, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Like, that situation is something you don't even clown, bro. Like, and y'all be wondering why folks be looking at your egghead ass like an idiot. Cause folks be so desperate for attention sometimes, go to saying stuff that's just out of pocket, bro.
They literally found this man bones.
But Corbin isn't the only person Foolio mentioned in that Beatbox remix, because he also dissed a witness who took the stand against two of his friends. The case involved the murder of 1-year-old Aiden McClendon, who was accidentally killed in a drive-by shooting in 2016. The baby was in the car with his grandmother and great-grandmother on the east side of Jacksonville when two men started shooting from a moving vehicle. Their goal was to hit the victim's older cousin, 19-year-old Reginald Brown, who was standing in the yard when the shooting took place. The shooters missed and hit Aiden by accident. Aiden was then rushed to the hospital and unfortunately died later that day. Jamar happened to be standing nearby and saw the whole thing go down. He even took a picture of the two killers, which was eventually used to identify Cracker Jack and JB. They were both arrested and charged with murder. Jamar took the stand against the two men and testified that they were the ones who took Aiden's life. Both were under 18 at the time and were sentenced to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after 25 years. And according to internet rumors, the shot was retaliation after Reginald tried that Cracker and accidentally hit his girlfriend's 3-year-old daughter. So Cracker and JB tried to get revenge on Reginald, but ended up hitting his innocent cousin instead. And Jamar wasn't involved in the streets. He just happened to be a witness who saw the whole thing go down. In Kodak Black's song, I Wish, he also talks about some real life stuff, saying, and I hate how I fell out with Wiz. You did what you did, so I did what I did. Wiz the Wizard and Kodak were really close friends at one point. They were even seen together at shows, doing music videos, and always hanging out with each other. And everything was all good until the summer of 2021, when Wiz and Kodak started beefing over the $30,000 that Wiz had with Kodak's label. Because Wiz went on IG explaining how he wanted out of the contract and didn't want to beef.
I just want to buy the contract, bitch.
You avoiding everything else but that contract. You talking about everything but that contract, bro. We not beefing, brother.
After Wiz posted that video, Kodak went on Instagram saying how they're tripping over a little money.
I can imagine how you have been if you had half the money I have, I mean. You know what I'm saying? This show a lot about you, bro. This is that shit, homie.
And things would get crazier since Kodak wasn't trying to let Wiz buy out the contract. So Wiz made a tweet saying, "I'll beat a rap," following with another tweet that's all good at going live, capping, get yo in the field and get active. A few hours later, Kodak tweeted, "Be acting like killers. That be killing me." Wiz replied to Kodak's tweet, laughing, saying, "On God." Not too long after all the drama between the two, on September 17th, 2021, Wiz the Wizard was found dead in Hallandale, Florida. According to investigators, foul play was involved in his murder, so no one knows if it happened there or if his body was brought there after they killed him. Then, not long after Wiz's death, Kodak went on Instagram saying that none of his friends are dead, so he doesn't say rest in peace.
I don't never say long live or rest in peace, nothing. None of my homeboys ain't dead.
But he eventually felt some type of way about falling out with Wiz. That's why he said, "I hate I had fell out with Wiz" in that song. Where I'm Spinabenz is another person who fell out with Kodak over a similar situation. So he took shots at Kodak on his song, Paying for Killings, and said, "Kodak gave me 30. I blew it in sacks. I'm finna sign for M's. I ain't tripping. You get that back." Wham explained how Kodak only signed him for 30K. But now that he has some fame to his name, he wants more. And just like Kodak does with all the other rappers he signed, he requested Wham to pay him the $30,000 back. And not long after Kodak told Wham to pay him the money back, they went on Instagram and started arguing with each other.
But you don't know me, boy. What you upload all the messages, boy? Stop playing with me, boy. I do my shit, boy. Stop playing with me, boy. So I don't say no iron.
I mean,
I don't know you.
Cause I slow iron with Psycho. He know what time it is.
Did fam really just tell on himself like that? Bro, that's what's cool now, fam. Telling on y'all selves. Why is you telling the live that? Oh my. Help these boys.
But next, we have a bar from I Don't Smoke Kendre by Spinabenz, because he gets insanely disrespectful in this song, saying, "This mama got shot and he's still tweaking. This got shot cause I know she leaving. They shot that finger off. She couldn't even tweet it." Spinabenz is talking about Foolio with these lines since Foolio's mother while in her house, and Foolio's girlfriend multiple times while sitting in her car. They grazed her head and another even hit her finger. After Foolio's girl got his ops even went on Instagram making fun of her because of how she looked after getting.
Don't look right. You finna cheat on her, cuz.
And after she healed up, she posted a video on her YouTube channel explaining the situation.
So everybody wanna know, where did I get shot? I got shot. I got grace in my head, I got in my hand, I got in my thumb, I got in my wrist, I got in my knee.
Spinabenz also dissed another one of Foolio's close friends on this song, saying Rod K died. He was spinning. Guess he freezed up. Rod K got killed outside the Hilltop Apartments because on November 20th, 2020, police responded to a call about guns being fired in the parking lot at the apartment complex. Paramedics later arrived and found two victims lying in the parking lot. At first, it seemed like their injuries weren't life-threatening, but Rod would later die after being brought to the hospital. And rumors say that Rod K went out looking for the person who was one of their gang members, but the ops caught up with him before he caught them. Spinabenz also made fun of Rod K on Who I Smoke, saying 12 paramedics couldn't save your life. Boy Rod K, and he never coming back. In his next bar, Yungeen also disses one of Foolio's closest friends, who was before turning 18, saying he didn't get the chance to see 18. That died a little boy. Ace is dissing Foolio's best friend, Bibby, who was 16 years old, outside of some apartments in February 2019. And on this day, Bibby was hanging out with a friend outside the apartment complex when two men jumped out of a vehicle and started in their direction. Two boys ran in different directions, with Bibby being hunted down and then as he tried to shield himself. The friend survived, and police later recovered more than 45 shell casings from a rifle. And not long after Bibby, Yungeen's close friend, Queso, started dissing Bibby in all of his songs to disrespect him. He even went as far as using Bibby's image on his album cover. And he was non-stop with this. Almost every post he made was toward Bibby.
Yeah, Bibby! That's what Bibby did!
Man, I put on Bibby cremated. dog.
Queso also took shots at Bibby on his song Queso, saying Bibby had a closed casket. I wasn't surprised. And all the dissing drew attention from local news outlets and police. So Queso was eventually charged with being arrested for allegedly another one of Foolio's friends named Lil Buck and is still fighting that case. And things aren't looking the best for Queso with this case, since Queso's dad is telling investigators that Queso was the one who killed Buck, since both of them went on the drill together.
Robinson Sr. told the state attorney's office that his son, Hakeem Robinson, posted on Instagram an incriminating message after McCormick was
calling the store. It's on the story saying that kill get it toes done.
If you thought that was crazy, this next bar from Foolio is even crazier. Since on When I See You, he says, went out to eat on his birthday, 4 shot, 3 dead, in the worst way. In this bar, Foolio is rapping about that went down back in 2018, involving Ace, his brother, and 2 of their friends. On this day, Ace and the gang went out to eat at a sushi restaurant in Jacksonville, since they were celebrating Yungeen Ace's brother named Quan's birthday, who had just turned 18. But as they were leaving the restaurant, another vehicle pulled up on the side of them and started. Ace was shot 8 times, but survived. Unfortunately, everyone else in the car, including Quan and their 2 other friends, is rumored to be payback for the murder of Foolio's cousin, Zion Brown. And in the video for the song, Foolio takes the disrespect to another level by rapping next to a printed banner with the 3 victims' faces on it that was taken from the news coverage. Plus, the video was filmed at a gravesite, which many assumes was where the 3 victims were buried. But the lyrics in this video are even crazier. So click this to see Chicago rap lyrics that really happened. And King Von went too far with one bar.
No lie, a lot of that was hella wild. But let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments, bro. I'm about done with that. Clock out, Black Gotti. Just walked out. Screw me.
Bring my bread right now. Bring my money, nigga. Bring my bread right now.